Hi guys, welcome to the channel. CeeChronicles here. I post fragrance related content on this platform and do invite you to subscribe and join the family in case you're not yet subscribed. Now, to those who are returning, thank you so much guys for the continued support. We have another haul. I decided to buy a whole lot of other fragrances from Maison Alhambra that I haven't brought to this channel. So we're gonna unbox them together and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. But before then, guys, this is your chance to get this fragrance. Proud Mary Extrait de Parfum is a fragrance I created under Macedon Perfumes, a company we established, my partner and I, in 2024. Okay, so we have this fragrance, 120 ml. Now, why this fragrance is still available is we were trying to get a pathway to ship internationally. So initially it was available just in the United States. So we put some aside so that when we eventually get on with the international shipping, there would still be some pieces left. So good thing is we did get international shipping now via my US. If you go on www.macedonperfumes.com, you click the bar right there at the top, then you follow prompts, then you'll be able to sync your account and get international shipping. And in this case, international shipping is going to be great, not only just for Proud Mary, because once you have an account with my US, then you can purchase anything from the United States and get it delivered in any part of the world. So grab yourself a bottle of Proud Mary. On the website, it's marked down, but if you use my code C15, you get a further 15% off. So this fragrance you'd be able to get at a steal. Now, we move. I got this one for the gents, inspired by Stronger With You leather, and that is a male fragrance. Maison Alhambra has pretty much, I think, cloned all of the Stronger With You guys, but this is the first one I am bringing here. This one is going to go to my son. I'm not too big on masculine fragrances personally, although I can wear them. Drawing inspiration off that Stronger With You leather. This is a very spicy scent, woody, spicy. There could be suede in this. There's also wafts of what feels like oud. Okay, the oud in here is very tolerable. I was thinking this is going to be very heavy on the oud, even when I tried it, wearing it myself. This is certainly a fragrance that if I didn't have like hundreds of fragrances, I would definitely utilize. It's a woody, spicy scent with that chestnut accord to it. It's also embery and also sweet, but yes, there is that masculine touch to this fragrance. I just love the fact that the leather in here is not interpreting as too intense. I've heard reviews or read reviews about some people that use the real thing saying it is super intense. This is not intense to my nose. So again, in Maison Alhambra style, this is another fragrance that may need a little bit of some time to sit before it really, interprets into a beast, because for now it's a woody, spicy, leathery scent. Okay, that is masculine leaning. So that's it for this one. Okay, now next up is Renee. I think Maison Alhambra have released a series cloning the Marc-Antoine Barois or Barois is the brand behind Ganymede. Okay, so this one that I'm holding is supposed to be a dupe to Tilia, which Tilia I have, right? So Maison Alhambra seem to have this series where they have the Marc-Antoine fragrances, and I think these ones, even the bottles, are kind of gonna remind you of the Ganymede bottles and stuff. Yeah, you see, they went the Maison Alhambra route where they also try to mimic the bottle. I think by now people have caught on to the fact that we do have clones out there. There's really no need to even go for the bottle and stuff. I mean, honestly. Anyway, all right, this is Renee. Come on. Oh, this is pretty interesting. This is nice. Okay, this is certainly one that I would use over Ganymede or whatever dupes of Ganymede are out there. This is beautiful. I was thinking this is going to be playing a hide and seek on me. Tilia, though I have, is not a fragrance that I have splashed on myself a couple of times. I just got this and I remember trying it once and that was it. For this review, I didn't even go back to it. I said, I'm just going to show them that I have it. If they want me to bring a future, review of Tilia versus this, I'm going to do that. But this is beautiful. This has got like an orange blossom tease that I absolutely love. Okay, and the note pyramid of this did list vetiver, and I wasn't sure whether it's going to be a dry, dusty vetiver. It's not. What I am perceiving as waxy, some people are going to say it's synthetic, but I love it sometimes when fragrances vibe like this, okay? This is not the sort of fragrance that you will meet like 8 in every 10 people smelling like. I did not expect to love this fragrance. Okay, I looked at the note pyramid. I think it mentioned heliotrope, it mentioned jasmine. I didn't know what to think of it. And truly speaking, like I said, I've got the tilia, but I didn't bother even checking with tilia. I think the magic in this is how they have done the ambrox, okay? The ambrox becomes the star of everything, where it's a fragrance that you cannot necessarily say this is what it's doing. It's got the syntheticness with a sweetness and a waxiness to it. It's got the florals that are not trying, you know, to push out there. Everything about this is nice and waxy, okay? There is no greenness to this, which is something that I like. The jasmine in this is probably maybe giving an underlying soapiness to it. This I'll definitely want to play around with. It is a good one for me, you know, for now. So this is going to be off the same line that is drawing inspiration of the Marc Antoine's, right? And this one is a pretty obvious one. This, I believe, is a dupe to Ganymede. It says mineral gold, and I think when it comes to the naming, they nailed it, because Ganymede is like that. It's one of those fluid like, you know, fragrance. It's a flowy, you know, mineral toned fragrance. So I like that Maison Alhambra called theirs a mineral. I do have Ganymede. It is a DNA I've experienced like a gazillion times, so I can pretty much tell you whether this one nails it or not, okay? Now, for those who may have not used Ganymede or even come close to smelling Ganymede, it is a very unusual scent. It's not going to be for everybody, okay? It's going to interpret as a mineral to the nose. I mean, true to the word. It's going to interpret as though you're smelling cold steel, as though you're smelling stainless steel. It's going to have like these mineral accords that they have played around with. It's personally not my favorite, okay? And that mineral note tends to domineer, and that's exactly what I'm getting in this fragrance. In as much as it does incorporate suede and the akigala wood, those are just there to build onto this mineral accord, okay? So simply put, this is going to be metallic to the nose. This is going to remind you, again, as I say, of cold steel. This is going to remind you of even chewing ice. Believe it or not, I know this is the strangest thing to say in reviewing a fragrance, but that's what you get from Ganymede and this clone, okay? It is a weird scent. This is also going to interpret different, you know, from nose to nose. Some will say it's headachy, some will say it's tolerable, and some will say they can barely smell it. But for the purposes of this video, yes, this is a good clone. If you're looking for an affordable inspiration to Ganymede, then Maison Alhambra got you in mineral, okay? This Avant line to me is really doing it. Avant Ruby is the one that draws inspiration of Creed Camina. I'm not sure whether Maison Alhambra is going to give us an inspiration to Daria, because at this point that's the only inspiration, you know, that they haven't given us of the latest creeds, okay, that were dropped this year and partially last year. So Avant Silk is a fragrance I absolutely love. I'm not here to review it. This is a Queen of Silk clone, though a little bit squishy. I love it. I do have Queen of Silk in the travel size, okay? This is my Queen of Silk. I love Queen of Silk, and if I love a fragrance that much, and I love the clone too, sometimes it doesn't stop me from buying the real thing. And if there's a fragrance that I'm going to drop full price for, full bottle for, it's going to be Queen of Silk, because in as much as I have this dupe and I have the Afnan dupe, and I love and I'm obsessed with the two, which is the Avant Silk and the Afnan one, I still am saving up to, you know, buy the real thing. Queen of Silk to me is one of the most long-lasting creeds out there, and if you have smelled a couple of creeds, you will know that lasting power is not something that they really push for in some of their fragrances. You know, if you smell millésime, I have millésime. That's a lightly scented scent. It goes away when you still want to smell it. So Creed in itself are for quality and not necessarily pushy fragrances, but in Queen of Silk, they nailed it. Okay, they nailed it. So I absolutely love their Avant Silk interpretation of that, you know, Queen of Silk, and that their Avant Ruby. I came here with Avant Ruby of High G Scent, which again, shout out to High G Scent. If you're looking to buy some of these fragrances in decant form, if you're overwhelmed and you would rather not pay whatever it is regardless of the price, High G Scent will sell you decants. Now, Avant Ruby is an inspiration to Creed Camina, and it nails Camina. Okay, it is a fruity floral. Nails Camina, absolutely beautiful, womanly scent. I think there's a rose and peony in this fragrance. Gorgeous. I love Creed Camina as well as this dupe, guys. And when it comes to this line, which is the Avant Silk as well as the Ruby, these ones get better with time. So if you buy either or and they're kind of not doing it for you, just give them time in true Maison Alhambra style. This is a good take to that Creed Camina. The rose is rosying in this. The citruses are citrusing in this, and the tangerine, especially amidst those citruses, is very vivid. We're tying this and giving it a sweetness, especially paired with that orange in the mid. So this is a good one, guys. If you were looking for something that's going to be affordable, that's going to smell like Creed Camina. Now, we are at the end of the video. I came across this one. I was not looking for this fragrance, guys. I was actually looking for one that I thought is an inspiration to Divine, because I wanted to see how Maison Alhambra had done their Divine, and that one was out of stock. But they had this. Okay, I got curious and I said, okay, I'm gonna take it anyway, because guess what, the Maison Alhambras are affordable, like I always say. This is Imperium. Now, disclaimer, this is masculine toned to my nose. This one is spicy. This one has an underlying Middle Eastern thing about it. This one is citric. This one, okay, it's now getting a little bit minty and mentholy there, but it's a green patchouli scented scent. It's going to interpret to the nose like it's just rained, okay, and then the rain went away, and then the first sun rays, you know, come to the surface. Trees are loving it, the leaves are loving it. It's not really a floral, it's more of what you get from the bark of a tree when the tree has had some rain pour on it and it's now drying. You know, the air around the tree is giving off that green, earthy, even wafts of a mentholy, minty thing, okay? Yes, I think there is perhaps a citrus in this, but it's probably, again, a sour citrus, something like grapefruit. And I do detect something that's also a little bit oody. I did not do my research to find out whether this is a clone or not, but this to me leans masculine. This to me has got a little bit of a touch of that Middle Eastern thing. So if you are not too big on Middle Eastern fragrances, it's not going to be for you. If you're not too big on fragrances that vibe as masculine, again, Imperium is not going to be for you. And that's a wrap, guys. I'm going to leave it at this. For extensive reviews and one-on-ones and stuff, we're going to come back with them. This was mostly second or third impressions for me because some I had already unboxed. This, if you know what it is a clone of, I'd love to know. And yes, I look forward to interacting with you in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, guys. And remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.